knew there could be more than average come in, but I didn't expect like 406. And so I was kind of shocked by that. But I don't know what other than the championship game. If it's Ohio State and Indiana, I probably can get maybe another live similar to that. But the other schools that are left, they're not going to bring the people in like the Oregon did because one was ranked 2, one was ranked 7th. So,
oh wow.
But Penn State, they've lost 3 in a row. I think that their quarterback got hurt.
So
is
that right? He was a pretty good quarterback too.
They're using their backup. So, and they only have 2. If they lose their second quarterback, I don't know what they do. I guess they have to find somebody that was a quarterback in high school or something, and he would have to be the quarterback.
Yeah, exactly. Barbara says hi, Nickel.
Oh, yeah, we're live now. Oh, we're live.
Yeah, we're live.
Hello, Barbara.
Hello, everybody. 8-inch and Lucky Star and Beto. Hey, how you doing? C4, good to see y'all. Good to see everybody here.
And Silver did get the 51 before your show. I said by Sunday he would get the 51. It did.
Are you talking about not today? You're talking about last week, right?
Yeah, but still over 50.
Let me look at it right here. I got it up here. It's $50.37 at Kitco. So, Kitco. And so, Son of a Silver Stacker, how you doing? Thank you very much for coming. Hit that like and love button and sub. Be sure and help me out here and sub. I got a few subs. I've gotten a few, couple of subs here lately. So YouTube has not got me with their foot on my neck. So they're starting to let me do stuff. So yeah, Kinko. Yeah, it's Kinko. Yeah, you're right, Dean. Kinko. You need a copy? It's funny. There we go. Hey, Beto, good to see you. Good to see y'all. Been a crazy week. I couldn't believe all the stuff going on in the silver market. It was changing daily, you know. It's just like, hey, Matt, good to see you. Thanks for coming. Hey, Chad, thank you for coming. It was just crazy in the market, and I was trying to keep up with it on daily by I've been putting on posts. Now, when I put a post up, do you get a link to it? Does a link go out on that?
Yeah, I get a message
notification.
Not from your community. I don't get that.
Oh,
I just go look every once in a while. But no. But
okay.
Like this live, it'll say Rocky Superstar is now live.
Okay. Because I was kind of curious about that because when I make a post, I didn't know if it goes out as a notification or what. So I've been trying to keep up with it because I've been watching how fast. Hey, Truthful Troll, good to see you. Thank you for coming. And watching how fast silver and gold have been going up. It's amazing how fast it's going. Now that gold has broke that $50 mark, do we have any guesses where it's going to probably stop? And then, hey, who's your stacker? Thank you for coming. Do we have any guesses of where it's going to stop and then get beat down again?
I think it's, well, you know, they got this refinery stuff. They said the refiners is not buying it.
Right.
That may be one way of knocking it down because think about it. I mean, LCS is not going to buy much silver from you if he can't, because they're already overburdened with it. They're not going to buy more, and because they were taking their extra to these refiners, if I understand it. I know that's what Yankees Tim was doing.
I know China has been buying what they call the Dory bars. The Dory bars is impure silver that the miners sell directly to China, and then China takes it back and refines it. So it's they call it the Dory bars, but you know, because I think you really think about it, when China buys the Dory bars and takes it back and refines it, you don't really know how much silver China's got because there's no records of that silver at all. It's just Dory bars. So You know what? I was just gonna, yes, Silver Stacker, you're exactly right. I have some articles I post at the end of my stream. We'll talk about that. And
Well, wait. I was talking to 8 inch. Well, it was 51 plus, and now it's under that. So yeah, the
yeah,
price has dropped. It
I
has
I
dropped.
really think you're going to see another surge in silver. I think you're going to see silver get close to maybe 52, and then they're going to drive the price down, try and get. And what I think what they're going to try and do, we're seeing a lot of. Hey, Dennis, thank you for coming. We're seeing a lot of people getting into the silver market and gold market that are first timers, and you're seeing a lot of that. And so, what I think what they're going to do, as I think you use it, dirty, rocky, no refine. Yes, that's exactly what that's what they do. Lucky Star, the dory bars, they take it back, they buy it cheap, and they take it back and refine it back in China. It's in that way. There's nobody knows how much silver China's got, and so that's their way of being private, which is a good way. I can't disagree on them, you know. So I think silver is going to go up around 51.50 to 52, and I think the bullion banks are going to drive the price of silver down. They're going to just tear it up.
Well, but the question is, why are the refiners all of a sudden saying we don't want any more silver? Are you saying industrially that nobody wants it anymore, and that things is that bad a shape that we're heading for a depression? So I just
Nope.
want to.
No, I'm saying it. China is buying it cheaper than the dory bars, being as it's not refined, is a lot cheaper than buying refined silver. So they buy the dory bars so nobody knows how much silver they get out of it. And South America, Brazil, and there's another country down there buying. I think maybe Venezuela or something like that. They're buying it. I think it's a ruse to try and drive prices down from the current level. Yes, it's possible, and I think they're going to do that because they're going to try and drive the price down so that it will discourage people to get out of the silver market, because there's a lot of people that are going into the silver market and buying at this high rate, and as they see silver going down, they're like, oh no, we need to sell. And so they're not buying it for long term. They're wanting the quick buck. Hey, red light, good to see you. And so you'll see you'll see people get out. Hey, John Camper, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. And you're going to see a lot of people get out of silver. And so I really think that they'll let it go up, and they're going to drive it down again. And wait for the big. It's going to be for the big. Hey, Taylor, B. Taylor's here. Thank you for coming, brother. And I think that they are going to drive the price down as close as they can. Try and get it underneath 50, and to try and discourage people. So I don't know if they can, but I think they'll. They probably will, and so they're going to try and snatch up the silver as cheaper. Like Rocky, like rain. It's raining cats and dogs and clackamas. Yes, it is raining here too. There, truthful troll. Yep. Hey, Snakebite, good to see you.
Well, Trump says I'm going to put 100% additional tariffs on China, and you saw what that did to the stock market.
Yeah, it's crazy, and he did what's really. I was going to talk about that too. Hang on here just a second. Mark B came in. I want to let him know. Hello, Mark B. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Hit that like button and show me some love. Hit that sub button. And I think what, China Thursday. Hey, Steve LaPointe. Thank you for coming. China last Thursday banned the United States. Hey, Jamie Fox, Steve LaPointe, there you go. Thank you for coming. They banned the United States of any rare earth minerals. Now, think about that. If they banned us, and so what that is going to do of all the rare earth minerals that we buy. Hey, buy up gold. Thank you for coming in. See you. Thanks for coming in. That's going to really put a bad light on because we buy a lot of metals from China that are, lithium and stuff for batteries and stuff like that. So if they don't really sell them, think about that. So
Canada has some. Greenland has a bunch.
Yeah. So
I guess there goes the invasion of Greenland then, huh? Well, let's take it, I guess.
Yeah, I just it's really going to be interesting because hold in your Mark, hold in your sneezes. It's going to get bad, we have gotten so far dependent on other countries for our absolute mining. Everything is being sent overseas, and China can just shut us down. And what I was talking here about 2 weeks ago about the companies that were handling car parts and stuff like that. That Tycar, they're a lender for car loans. They're like a subprime for cars. And the other company, I don't remember. I had to get my notes out, but they went bankrupt or restructured, and they sell car parts. And so if we can't get car parts from China, what are they going to do? Because just about every damn car part you get is made in China. And so it's going to be, it's really going to get bad, because if they don't get this fixed, and China have exactly, red line. That's the way I feel about it. Let them keep their lithium. And so it takes a long time to get a mine going here. So a lithium mine, who knows? It could take 10 years, 20 years to get it going with all the red tape that these clowns in the environment's got to get a mine going.
The little horny toad and little red salamander. Yep.
They're
that's why we got the problem with the oil lines that we want to pipes we want to put through. They have to go 10 miles out to get around where some little bug or something's at, and we don't want to interrupt. We don't want to upset them.
Yep, that's exactly right. I think it's 12 miles they have to go out, because that 12 miles is international waters. Yeah, that's it's this is something else I read that was kind of interesting. China has been rubbing elbows with India, demanding guarantees that India does not share any precious metals with the United States. Now, that was last week they did that, after Trump put that 100% tariff on China. So you ready to retire? Sick of it? Snakebite, I am so with you. Yeah, I am so with you. I try and keep up with it so I know what to do and what not to do. It is. It was.
There goes Christmas. 100% more tariff on China, because most of retail is stuff from China.
Yep, exactly.
So how you can afford? I guess definitely the little girls will just get $1 this year instead of 20 or 50.
Exactly.
He said, "You only need $1." He said.
Exactly. Hey, Cranky Stacker, good to see you. Thanks for coming. Be sure and hit that like and love button for me. I need all the love I can do. So all these tariffs is going to really, I mean, we really don't realize until it's gone how much stuff China makes for us, or makes it for the world, and us too. And so we're going to be really.
Well, I'm pretty sure Walmart 80% of what they bring in to sell comes from China.
Oh yeah, I would say probably 100% of it.
That's what I thought too. And then when he said 80%, I said, really? They must have. I don't know what happened there, because I would figure it'd be like 90% or something.
Yeah, exactly. Now this is for China to rub elbows with India, and asking them to not sell us anything like that. And I'm thinking, I don't think India will do that because India is trying to stay in between and a neutral way of because we do trading with India, so it'll be interesting to see what happens on that. And
But yeah, but India is also part of BRICS, so which means they don't really they want to get away from the United States dollar. So
exactly. Well, what I thought was really interesting is one of the minerals that uh, China ships to us is what we make computer chips out of. Now think about that. If we can't get material to make computer chips out of, that is going to be a big deal because there's a lot of computers out there and they got a lot of chips in them, and so it's going to be interesting to see that because uh, I just kind of shake my head and yeah, that's a good question, Cranky. It's going to be hard to see what the heck is going to happen. It's really hard to predict. Hey, Eagle Steve, thanks for coming.
well, Pakistan brought Trump a whole suitcase full of precious metal samples and said, "Hey, rare earth, we can get this to you. Make a deal with us." And that's what's aggravating India. India doesn't like Pakistan getting close to the United States.
Well, that I heard this morning. Now I can't verify, but I heard that Pakistan is bombing in Afghanistan in some air base in Afghanistan. And so I thought, has anybody heard about that?
Well,
I thought,
Trump said he wants that base back, that air base back that Biden gave him.
what was that, dog room or something like that?
Something like that, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what happens because uh, why would Pakistan be doing airstrikes on Afghanistan? And they got troops moving up to the border. Pakistan's moving troops, and I heard the Taliban is going against Pakistan. Is what I heard. I'm like, I thought Taliban was supposed to be using our weapons and stuff like that. So I don't know what's going on. You hear it, and it takes a while to get pieces together. Well, I thought maybe some of you in the chat might know.
How about that base we're going to allow in the United States in Idaho for?
That's Qatar.
Yeah. Can you believe that?
I think it's going to be bad. And Dean R's got the right opium war. Yes. Yep. That's there. It's really bad. Oh, Bagram. Yeah, I asked Bagram base is a key in the region, huge base. So it's Bagram. I think I'm pronouncing that right, Bagram.
Well, to be fair, this base is supposed to be, I think, air base. So I don't believe it's going to be troops on the ground. So, but I heard people are saying this is what they're saying now. Don't say the nickel said it because I'm going to drive y'all nuts. But I've heard the rumor that Trump would use their troops to go after Democrats and liberals. But I mean, I've heard that theory. So so like I said, that's what a lot of people on the left are saying. That's what they're scared of. So
Mark B says the riders all look crazy. They are crazy, Mark. You got to be crazy. I mean, those riders here in Portland, they get paid. They are paid protesters, riders, whatever you want to call them. They are paid. So it's just.
Oh my! I figure I'd get some good comments out of that one.
Oh yeah. Nickel said it. We're going to blame Nickel. We're going to blame Nickel. So
chances are, you know what it'll be? Chances are, let me tell you the truth about it, there'll be probably 2 people at that base. I don't think it's really as big a deal as people's making out to be.
Yeah, see, I don't know. And all I know is, hey, David, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in, brother. Hit that like and love button for me.
That Laura Loomer, she went nuts over it. Said she wasn't going to vote Republican anymore and all this kind of stuff. So
Laura Loomer?
I don't know if Trump's talked to her since then or not.
I like that one. That's what she's trying to run for governor of California. She's a nut job.
Oh no! You're talking about the one in North Carolina, the one that showed herself naked and said that showed everybody in Congress her naked videos and something that her ex-husband was trying to do to her or something. That one's the one that's running for governor of North Carolina.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Oh, South Carolina.
Somebody, what's her
South
name?
Carolina.
Jay something. I just like, man, she is a. Where do they find these people that want to be in politics? You know,
that's what I ask. I say, how could you ever get elected to dog catcher? Because you're a nut. But they get elected. They know what to say, I guess.
Clear Lake's got a point here. The base is intended to be a pilot training base. We have Ukraine pilots here to train on F-16s. You know, Clear Lake, I see that's when I first heard it about them building an air base in Idaho. I did do a little information. There's not much information on it, but they said that the Qatar pilots are going to be training on F-15s. So maybe that's what they're doing, just training F-15. Maybe the Ukraine pilots and the Qatar pilots are going to be playing war games at 30,000 feet or something, you know?
Well, you know, they say what that was is a peace offering because Israel attacked inside their country. And
oh, they did? I didn't hear that. That shows you I work too damn much.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They took out what they called terrorists or something, and they were in Qatar at the time. And that ticked off all of them. And, of course, they're chummy with us. And, of course, Israel's chummy with us. So that I think this is what that was for. I mean, that was a settlement on Israel because of what Israel did. Israel's just bombing anybody. I mean,
right.
If there's a terrorist here, they're probably going to try to take them out. I mean, right now, they're trying to take everybody out right now. They don't care what country you're in. They just hit you.
Well, I know one thing. It's this country that I live in, called the United States, does not look like the United States anymore. It is getting crazy. Clear Lake, you can send me all the links you want to. Send it to my email and I'll get to it. I'd love to know more about that. Clear Lake is saying I need to know where it's good, so I'm okay with training, but I just thought, because I heard that they were building a base for Qatar in Idaho, and I thought, oh, okay, yeah, Barbara, okay. I just send them to me. Anybody who wants to send me any kind of links, links that hey, Dennis, thank you. There you go. Thank you very much. Good to see you. So
it might turn out just to be a vacation home for the Qatar leadership. Maybe what it turns out to be. Yeah, it may not be a typical base like we're thinking.
Yeah,
like barracks. It won't be probably anything like that. I doubt it.
Well, I saw some pictures and a couple of. Does anybody watch Blaze TV?
Yeah, that's Blaze TV is the guy that used to be on Fox and he left. What's his name? Dang it. Can't think of it.
Well, this gal was talking about, her name is, she's in Texas, and she was had an article talking about.
There you go. Cranky's got it. Cranky's got it. Glenn Beck. Yeah, Glenn Beck.
Yeah, Glenn Beck, yes. And her name is Sarah Gonzalez, and she was talking about Dearborn, Michigan. And she was talking about the people in Dearborn, Michigan up there chanting to destroy America. And you think about that, what we are looking at is being destroyed within. These people, they said Dearborn is all Muslims there. That's where the Congress lady, the one that is a Muslim.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Always wearing something on her head.
Yeah, but anyway, the one that married her brother.
Yeah.
So he could get in the States. But anyway, they were talking about how they're manipulating our and
Omar.
cheating.
Omar.
Yes, Omar.
Yeah.
Yes, Omar. And so how she got elected and how they're keeping her there and stuff like that. Ilhan Omar, thank you there, Cranky. So maybe you ought to come up here and get up here and talk there, Cranky. You're doing good.
Help us old dudes out, because man, we just
yeah, we need all the help we can, Craigie. So, yeah, it was amazing to see what was going on in Dearborn about all them protesting to make about protesting against Palestine, all that stuff, and we need Palestine. It's just it's amazing to see. Let's see here. Taliban crossing the Pakistan took some hostages. Pakistan turned around, did it back yesterday. Pakistan brought it to them. Overdone border war getting started. Okay, thank you there. I was wondering what that was because I just heard about it.
Well, so, parts of Michigan, they do Islam, and so the police don't even go into some of those areas. They let them do their own policing. I've just never heard anything like it.
Yeah, that son of a silver stacker is 100% right. He was talking about foreign countries and billionaires are funding the anti-American propaganda and protesters. And so I heard some stories about Soros is linked. Some of his companies are linked to funding these terrorist groups. So it'd be interesting if they can prove that. That would be really something, to make sure that he is taken care of. So, because that's just wrong. I believe all that stuff. That Dennis says we had friends in Dearborn and could not read the store sign. They had to be almost given their house away. Cops would not help out. Pray horns. Holy crap. 8 times a day over loudspeakers. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I had no idea. I guess Obama had something to do with that, bringing in all the Muslims into that area up there and got them concentrated. That's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, son of a silver stacker. Thank you, JM. But yeah, it's just absolutely crazy. It is crazy. Let's see here. What else was I going to talk about today? So what we're seeing in the market of silver and gold, and thank you, Dennis. Silver and gold. We're seeing these foreign countries like India are getting richer and richer, and so does anybody in here have an idea how much silver India bought this year, or actually in February? Any recall? No, there's a lot of recalls, Destroyer. I can't even. There's so many of them. I can't even do a whole show. Do a whole show on it. So, yeah, there's a meat recall at the 8-inch Destroyer, but I didn't get time to do any investigation on it. I'll do that next week. India. Does anybody in here know how much just this year in February? How much silver did India buy? And this is why we're seeing the COMEX and LBNA being depleted. Because right now, the COMEX is out of silver. So they're shipping silver from New York to London to try and fulfill all the contracts. And I'll have some information and links that you can read the articles on all this stuff, because silver is being bought up. And that's what's driving the price. And so I think that we're going to see silver go up to about $52, $51.50, $52, and it's going to stop. And the bullion banks are getting in there and try and drive the price down because they lose a lot of money. Yeah, Eagle Steve, that's true. Because India last February bought 2,295 tons of silver in February of this year. Now you think about it, that's it in February. I think 55. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Lucky Star, you're on it. Well, last August, now they've already bought 2,295 tons in February. Now, India bought 410 tons, mind you, tons of silver in August, last August of this year. So far this year, what I can figure, they have bought 6,500 to 7,000 tons of silver. This is why we are missing and why it was driving the price of silver up. And so you have to think about, why are they doing that? They're doing it because the dollar is falling and it's getting worth less and worth less. They're going into metals instead of buying treasuries like they have been. So our dollar is getting weaker and weaker. And it's really, really sad to see what's going on in the market as far as the dollar. And so, and then when Trump added those tariffs last Thursday or Wednesday, I think it was, that 100%, it's, hey, Steve C., thank you for coming. Hit that like, love button for me. My dollars are so, yeah, Dean, you're right. Mine too. I went to the grocery store last week and I was ashamed how much it cost me to get out the door. Yeah, that's, it was bad. But so with all these nations around the world buying so much silver, Russia's buying it. You don't know how much Russia's buying it. China's buying doré. So the doré, which is the is unrefined silver from the miners, and they're paying a lot of money for this silver like that, the doré, and they come back and refine it once it gets back to China. So they're putting a lot of pressure on the COMEX and LBNA on silver. It's not just gold. They're buying gold too, but it is silver. So Eagle Steve is buying dong. Yes, I am. I got some dongs for y'all. That's right. So it's quite interesting to see what's going on in the market. Now with China setting up, and I touched this a little bit last week about China's wanting to hold foreign gold in their country. So not just their country, but they're trying to do a Shanghai gold exchange, and Hong Kong, Zurich, Dubai, and Singapore are the places where they're trying to set up is gold holding. So these gold holdings is like the Swiss bank in Switzerland. So with them doing that, they can just about buy and sell all the gold and silver they want without having anything to do with the U.S. at all. And that's what we're going out. They're kicking the U.S. to the curb. I pose this to you, Rocky. Trump is buying up other countries' cash, and I'm thinking this is the last stand of the. You know what, 8-inch? I agree with you 100%. I don't know why he's doing that. It's that's right, Lucky Star. That's right. I'm gonna have that song, and I'm gonna be doing. I'll be doing. That's gonna be my theme song. I'm gonna make it my theme song. I didn't have time this week, but I'm gonna have it on my theme song on my stream. It's gonna be. Lucky Star wrote me a song, and it's about Rocky Superstar and his dongs, and so it's pretty good. So Lucky Star, that was for a little present for me she gave me, so it's really cool. So I really appreciate it, Lucky Star. So I do my best to shop, sell. Yeah, that's right, Barbara. That's what you got to do. Make your dollars stretch. Hey, Great Scott, thank you for coming. Good to see you. Good to see you. So we are seeing the U.S. dollar, and I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know if the government, I don't think Trump or any other presidents can be able to stop what's going on because the United States is so far in debt. Got to run, Cranky Love. Hey, Cranky Stacker, thank you for coming in. Be sure and hit that like and love button for me. And I appreciate you coming in here. And thank you so much. So we're going to have a giveaway for a gold bar here in a little bit. So if you get a chance to pop back in, in probably about 15 minutes, we'll have that drawing. So we're going to have a drawing for a gold bar and a silver bar. So
it'll be worth about $30 more by the time it gets to
exactly. You know what? I don't know if I'm going to buy any more of those. Those things are getting too damn expensive to give away.
Well, by the time it gets there to them, it's gone up. You know?
Exactly. That's right.
Oh my!
You're more than welcome, Cranky Stacker. You're welcome anytime. And if you want to come up on the panel, you're more welcome to come up on the panel. So it's good. JM's not up here. He didn't come in. I'd like to get his input, but let me leave a link up there for JM.
By the way, did you see the Dallas game? I just got to ask.
Don't even ask.
Man, it's been a bad week. It's been a bad week. Oregon loses, and now Dallas.
That is so true. That is so true. Yeah, they lost in the last minute or something like that.
By 3.
Yeah, they sure did. 30-27. You know, they're not going to have a team until they get Jerry Jones out of the picture of that team. That guy is like an anchor around the neck of that team.
Albatross. Yep. And the same thing happened with the Yankees with Steinbrenner.
Yep.
You know, they didn't turn it around. They had some really good years until after Steinbrenner was gone. So
yeah. So when you got somebody that won't let the people know, they get the people in there, it's just he needs to step down and retire. You know, that he's got to be in his late 80s. You know.
Yeah, all he cares. He doesn't really care about, I think, winning it all. He just wants to put enough of a product out there that people will still come and watch.
Right. So I will ask the question that I wrote out here. Does anybody have any input? What do they think it's going to cause? What do you think the tariffs are going to do to us? These new tariffs. Does anybody have any input? I've kind of touched base with it a little bit tonight, but.
Well, I think this. I think the first round we dodged the bullet because I think the companies like Walmart put in additional purchasing orders before. You know, they got it at the previous price. I think that they cut advertising. I think they cut hours. I think they did everything they could so they didn't have to put a new price 100% on the customer. But I think now, you know, you got to have an X amount of employees. You can only cut back so much on that. They've got to have a store.
Exactly.
So now they have to decide whether to close locations and absorb some of that, or they're going to have to give 100% of the new tariff. And if they do, that means the price doubles.
Right. It's going to be. I think that's exactly right, Silver Stacker. I agree. I think what we're going to see is the tariffs. As far as I'm concerned, the tariffs are not working like what Trump said, and all it is an extra tax on the American people. That's how I look at it.
I guarantee you they ain't working the way he was thinking. No,
exactly. Hey, JM, good to see you. Thank you for coming in, brother. Always good to see you. It's because these, and you know what? Trump was talking about paying the military, because this is what I was going to bring up too. And that they're not talking about that, but next week is the last week that the air traffic controllers will get paid, have a paycheck coming in next week. So I'm kind of wondering what's going to happen to air traffic control, and stuff like that. It's going to be interesting to see. And also too, hey Seth, how you doing? Thank you for coming in.
He can force them to keep working.
He can force them to be working, but what I see what will happen, I see a lot of people getting sick or taking vacation time. You know what I mean? That way they can't leave their jobs. So
Stephanie is Sleuth. She's got another.
Yep.
She's got another channel, huh?
Yep. She got a little chihuahua that'll bite your finger off.
Yeah, I used to have one that would bite your hand off, but maybe your face or your head.
Yep,
But yeah,
exactly. Yeah, it's crazy. So, I really think that these 100% extra tariffs that Trump, it'll take a while for it to implement on the American people. It'll take probably a month or 2 months to really feel it, but it's going to happen if they don't come to some kind of conclusion here pretty soon. And I think even though that all these precious metal, rare earth metals, we're going to see that it's going to get bad. And here again, copper. Remember copper. Remember me talking about copper? That's going to be coming up. We're going to see shortages of copper wire.
Well, and then you
metals.
you have Christmas. You have the Christmas season,
Yeah.
and man, retailers really depend on Christmas revenue and sales.
Yeah.
That's their year or not. And so I hate going into January after all this and all the price increases, and then the lack of people buying stuff. It's a disaster.
Yeah, it is. What do you think there, JM, about these tariffs?
You know what? I don't have as much input on the tariffs. I think that it's probably a lot more sophisticated than what we're able to gather from mainstream news organizations. I think that what we see is just it's the tip of the surface. But what I did want to put some quick input on was you just mentioned copper, and so I was just going to say Summit Metals actually just did a premiere the other day that I watched, and they're featuring the copper bullion, which I think is really, really high premium. But the story behind it is they're very bullish on the copper price too. It looked like they're projecting 20 or 30% a year for a couple of years increase.
At least.
And then the other thing I wanted to mention too was with respect to the refineries turning away 3/9 fine silver or the smelters and sterling, right? You were talking about that earlier.
They are doing. I don't know why they're doing it. Do you have any idea why they're doing that?
Well, it doesn't make sense to me because like a smelter is about melting it, and if they're doing refining, they don't have to refine anything if it's 3/9 fine already. It's ready to go. They just got to melt it and pour it. But I did hear that they are still accepting like American Eagles or like Britannias or Maples or like the sovereign coins.
Right.
And so I thought, like, it just came to me. I'm like, it doesn't make sense. Why would they want to melt down the premium coins? Like, to me, if I was in their position, I think I'd be saying, yeah, give me all the sterling.
I got an answer. The little pellets that you see that's 999
silver shot.
Right. I think that's what they would do with it, and then that goes to industry. So I believe.
Why would they melt down like American Silver Eagles? Why would they melt those down over like a generic round?
Well, I would only think that if there was such a demand that you couldn't get silver any other way, that you would have to do that and put it in a little shot ball form so the industry could use it. So that's what's weird to me too. I don't get it either. Yeah, and it's just an attempt. I think it's an attempt to knock the price of silver down.
I think that they have something in their organization where they've decided, you know what, we're going to set up our own eBay account or our own retail outlet, and sure enough, we'll accept American Silver Eagles. Of course, we frickin' will. We'll just sell them online. We won't even smelt them. It'll just be a new part of our business. Like I think if I was an executive at one of these refineries or smelters, that would be the only reason to say, yeah, we want to melt those. That's all we're accepting.
So I understand what you're saying there and what they're doing, but I think they are trying to do that because if they have all the non-ASEs and stuff like that, and the Britannias and stuff, if they're only taking that, because I wouldn't melt that. They're trying to drive the price of the non-premium silver down so they can get it cheaper. That's what they're trying to do, so they can port big bars. Son of a Silver Stacker they want to make 1,000-ounce bars to replenish for the LBNA ASAP. That's correct, and he's correct for that. They are trying to do that because the LBNA is out of silver. They're in the U.S. is shipping silver to them, so it's crazy with what they're doing, and I don't think they'll be able to keep up with the demand because, like I was talking about earlier, just India alone has bought 6,500 to 7,000 tons of silver. That's a lot of ounces.
And 8-inch Destorier, there is a smelter. So
Yes.
like I would say any of his comments, he would be the perfect person to have on the panel to like really inform us. But I'd say if you can highlight any of his comments, he's going to probably come up with some good ones because he's in that business.
Welcome if he wants to come up. You want to come up 8-inch and talk about smelting your for your refinery and stuff like that? I would love to have that input on there. Good call, JM. Let's see what he says. Let me put a link out there for him.
Either way, even if he doesn't come up, I'd say anything that he puts in the chat is going to be, from experience. It's not us
right.
speculating.
Exactly. That is exactly right. If anyone needs help, I'll help you. There you go. So that's.
In other words, he's accept. I bet you $100 right now. You could take him 100 pounds of sterling silver. He'd buy it like that.
Yeah, he would. And I mean, look what the kind of sterling that silver that nickel gets. That's what he gets a lot of 925. And so, are you melting that down, or are you just shipping that in nickel?
No, I keep it.
You keep it?
I'm not selling silver. So, but what would he give for it? Say, and maybe this is to get a cheaper price on the buyback. Like they're gonna, they just don't want to pay what they need to pay, and they're trying to get. Oh, we'll take it. We got too much of it. We'll take it, but we'll only give you X amount for it.
Right.
I mean,
I also think it's a strategy. Like I don't know it, but it seems like a great strategy for anyone that's usually in the business of buying. Has a vested interest in not paying any more than they have to. So, like, can you imagine owning a coin shop right now and this news is out? They're not accepting anything. Guess what? If I'm that coin shop owner, when people come in with these 100-ounce bars and kilo bars and everything, I can just say, well, sorry guys, none of the smelters are accepting any of this, so I can't even buy it from you. And then really lowball the person trying to sell it and say, well, okay, like if you need to sell it, I'll pay you 50%.
that's going on.
Yeah.
That's going on. They definitely taking advantage of that.
Yeah. Yeah, like it almost seems like a setup from the retail side.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I think what they're trying to do is drive the price down, because I really feel that silver will stay around close to $50 an ounce, even when the bullion banks try and drive it down. It's
and if they do what you're saying, they're making far more than they are with a premium.
Yeah, exactly. Have you? I went to a bullion dealer. I went to two of them last night, looking at how much a silver eagle, because that's what I normally buy, a silver eagle or gold eagles, and to buy a gold or a silver eagle of any date, you're charging you a $6 premium. It was $57 to buy an eagle. I couldn't believe it. So I'm just like, I'm going to buy gold. I've already made my mind up. I'm not going to buy any more silver. I'm going to buy gold. So my quarter. I'm kind of waiting to see tomorrow which way it goes to put before I put my order, and I'm gonna I like quarter ounces. Hey there, ominous rooster. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. Hit that like and love button for me. Yeah, Barbara, I did. It's yep, I did.
Well, what I want constitutional. I'm still constitutional silver guy. I still want it.
Well, you know,
I bought 5 Morgans. I bought 5 Morgans from LLC.
Right. Well, I want to say something because my son's shop down in Dallas, he and I are partners in the coin and book silver and gold, and people are coming in and selling their silver, and I guess we are offering a fair price for it, but we're paying under spot for it, and they're selling it because I guess other people are not paying anything for it, and so I guess it's unbelievable. We're getting a lot of people coming in, and that's a milkshake. Yes, it is, Lucky Star. It is a milkshake.
Well, you know, I offered for that Indian piece of jewelry I had, that necklace, and it's 22 karat, and I offered
22 karat silver,
gold. And
gold.
I offered for constitutional. That's what I'm wanting to trade for. Equal value for constitutional value.
Right.
And nobody's taking me up on it. And that's a better deal than if you go and try to sell your constitutional silver right now.
Yeah, it's really crazy. People are starting to sell their constitutional because it's high enough. And my son calls me and said, "Okay, do you want to buy this?" And he'll show me what. Yeah, buy it for this month. And they're taking it. And I'm giving them a decent price. I'm not trying to rip them off. And I'd hate to think what the other dealers in the area down there are, buying what they're paying, because they must be really, really ripping them off. Let me know when you're back in Texas, and I will be. Steve, I want to take you out to lunch. Let's go to lunch, and we'll have a good time. I will, Steve. I got your email. Matter of fact, Steve, I'm gonna email you my phone number, so when I go down there, I'll call you. So that would be good. I would like to see you, because I'll be going down soon. I can tell you that. It'll probably be January, maybe. So we'll see how it goes. Ominous Rooster, I've pointed out to Rocky more than what. Yes, you have, Stephanie. Stephanie's a good person. She is. She's a good person, and she likes modding. But yeah, it's really crazy what. And I'm going to email my son's shop. It's in Hurst, Texas. We moved, and we're buying new glass. We're spending some money on that place. And I'll see if I can't, Steve, I'll give you my phone number. It's on my phone, but I'll see if I can't send you a video. And it's so funny. I got a funny story. This guy was trying to break into a card shop, as, sports cards. And he's standing at the door with a sledgehammer. Now, he was up against the glass that we put in our shop. And he had a sledgehammer, and he couldn't break the glass out. So he went back to his car. Now, this is on a video. He went back to his car, and he got some type of pistol, 9mm or something, and shot 3 times through the glass, and it wouldn't shatter. So he turned around and left. Well, he was there long enough that they got caught. Him and another guy were trying to break into the shop close in Dallas. So I'm glad they got caught. But it's kind of funny to watch his expression. He's trying beating on the glass with a sledgehammer and it won't break. So that riot glass works great.
Yeah, it doesn't really. If they do, once it is broken, it don't really shatter, does it?
No, it does not.
It's kind of like you kind of have to move it out of the way, kind of a thing.
Yeah, it is so hard and stiff. Because when he shot through the glass, I was surprised. The bullets kind of died down, and they went through, because he was standing point blank, and it went through, but it didn't shatter. He couldn't break the glass out after he shot it. So that was so funny. So it was very funny. So it was great. Well, you know what? It's number time. Who wants to pick the number tonight?
I'll do it unless JM wants to.
All right, hang
No,
on.
I think you should. I think you should, Nickel. I'm at an
Hang
off-site
on here.
location here, dog sitting, so I'm just kind of
All right, let's see how many's in here.
Maybe you can help me. How many dogs are you sitting? So I could use that number. No, I got a number picked. I have the number.
There is 21 in here right now. Dadgum, where did everybody go? They missed the drawing. All right, hold on now. Hold on. Steve Stevens got 13. All right. We're going to go with a gold bar and a silver bar. This is what we're giving away tonight. So 1 through 35. 1 through 35. So pick your numbers. Steve C is 13. Eagle Steve's 20. C4 is 7. 30. Okay, there we go. Mark B's 18. Barbara's 69. Rooster is 17.
Barbara might win someday. when you have hundreds in here and your channel's huge, she may win with 69.
All right, let's see. I'm making sure nobody gets the same number. Jamie Fox, Clear Lake. Jamie Fox already got that number, so can you pick another number? Clear Lake. Jamie, he's already got 22. Hang on here. I'm trying to keep up with this, so it's good so far. We only got Clear Lake picked. Okay, Clear Lake picked 4. Okay. Lucky Star's got 15. Dennis has got 5. All right, let's go with stop. So let's put stop up. You want to put stop up there, JM? You're good at that.
There you go.
Thank you, JM. Thank you. All right, I think everybody's in there. So 1 through 35. Let's see what Nickel picked this week. You never know about him.
10. What? Indiana beat Oregon by 10 points. I thought
Lord. You would have to bring that up. That's just cold-blooded. All right, let's see. All right, CT4 has got 7. Let's see anybody else is closer. Stephanie went over. Truthful Troll picked 9. There you go, Truthful Troll. You got 9. Let's see who else. Did anybody pick 10? I didn't see a 10 in there. Lucky Star got 15. Dennis got 5. All right. I think Mr. C4 or Truthful Troll, send me your address. Here's my RT.
I started to be really mean. You know what I started to do? I started to make it 13. 10 that Indiana beat. And then what Dallas lost by. But I said, no, don't do that.
All right, Truthful Troll. Yep, it's you. Yep. Send me an email with your address and I'll mail it to you. You get the gold bar. That's actual gold and silver. There you go. Congratulations, Truthful Troll. Get my email. Yep, you won. Yep, you won.
And anybody that missed that game should go back. You don't necessarily have to listen to it by radio like I did it. You can go watch it. But, man, that was a good game. That was a good game. That's one of the greatest. Some are saying it's one of the greatest games ever.
Are we talking about the Oregon game or the Cowboy game?
No, the Oregon game. No, the Cowboy game. That's an average game for them. No.
Yeah, they suck, don't they?
Oregon, because they both were ranked in the top 10, and it was at Oregon. It was on the line. Everything was on the line, and a lot of people saying it's one of the greatest games ever.
Looky here. Let's see what JM brought in here. He brought a chat. He brought actual. Let's see what we got. What he's got.
This is silver price. Yeah, this is the silver price. It's live now. There was a glitch earlier tonight on this, but so right now it looks like it's trading overseas at $50.45 right here.
That's really good. So, yep. Or you send me an email, Truthful Troll, so I can mail it to you. Yeah, that's. I was looking at Comex. Comex says its ask price is $50.42. So that's something. It's going up. It's going up, and I bet we see. Like I said, I bet we see our silver go up to about 52, 51, 50 to 52, and then they're going to beat it down. The bullion bank's going to beat it down. So if you want to buy some silver, I think it'd be a good time to buy. I'm going to buy a piece of gold. So it's good. It's good. Yep, you won, Truthful Troll.
There's gold price.
Send me. Did you get my email, Truthful Troll? Yeah, that was Dennis. It was. Oregon was a good game. Yes, it was. I can't disagree. So what do we got? Oh, the gold prize. What's gold price? Let's compare that to. Is this Kitco?
This is trade. This is Trading View.
Oh, okay. What do they say? Gold. I can't hardly read that thing. It's 4,047. Is that what it says?
Yep.
Okay. Kitco says $4,050.30.
Pretty close.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty close. So it's there. So we're seeing it go up again. I went with gold, not silver. Yep, there you go. I don't blame you. Don't blame you. Yep.
Yeah, see, Barbara said when she sells her silver, she's going to then take that money and reinvest it in gold, which means she will get the gold for a lot lower price because she bought the silver lower,
right?
Scored on it when it was higher, and so now she's getting the gold discounted, sort of way of looking at it.
That's right. Well, I think yeah, I was just going to say it's time to shut this thing down. And let me see if Truthful Troll, before he gets out of here, let me check to see if he sent me an email. Oh, no, not yet. I'll put my email back up there. Just make sure he gets it. Hang on here. All right, hang on there, Truthful Troll. Let me put my email back up. There you go, Truthful Troll. There's my, hey, JM, good to see you, brother. There's my email again. Send me an email, Truthful Troll. Give me your address. Rocky, I'll look at what Truthful Troll said. I didn't see what he said. Can I ask you to pass it on to next week for 2 drawings that have an X? Yeah, I can. Okay, that's fine. I can do that. I'll make a notation of it. There we go. Okay, we're going to have a drawing for 2 next week. Truthful Troll wants to give us away, so.
Somebody's retirement. By the time they get both of them, woo! It's gonna be
I'll tell you what, these are not cheap, man. I'm telling you, they've gone out of sight.
Plus, you pay a higher premium on.
Yes, you do. Those things are not cheap now. They used to be really cheap. All right, says guy 1 giveaway next week. Okay.
Yep, fractional. It lets you get in to gold, but man, you do pay a lot extra for it. But the way gold goes up, I don't think it's as big a risk now because gold is going up all the time. So you get that right back with the increase in the price. So.
All right, so we're going to have 2 bars, 2 gold bars, and 2 silver bars next week. Thanks to Truthful Troll. So we're going to call it. We're going to end it tonight with, yeah, you were muted. Yeah, I didn't hear you, JM.
Well, so, we know it's peace out. He did the peace out sign. So
there you go. Good night, everybody. I'm going to shut her down, and we'll see y'all next week. Thanks for coming. Be sure to hit that like and love button. You're welcome there. Thank you, Lucky Star. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good night. We'll see y'all later.
See everybody.